Mack Chie, renegade from Oakland to Texas. Eating up these soft rappers slow, just like breakfast. I roll like a Lexus, I stack stars like Tetris. Creeping on them seas, but they can't even detect it. Just like a detective, searching for wisdom. But if I find what I'm looking for, I end up in prison. Living like an animal, trapped inside a cage. Trying to read the next chapter, but can't even turn the page. At the center of the stage, asking yo, on the song, they hold the game of players. What the hell is going on? Is it wrong? Just look at where we at, currently. No unity, just genocide for currency. Cash rules everything around me, all I can see. Time equals money, so these players better charge a beat. Coming out hard like every falling in the G in Tennessee. Trying to make it see my kids instead of dying like a G.
I always saw hip hop as real influential, you know. It's like I've been an only child, so I didn't really have a brother or sister. So it was kind of like hip hop was kind of that brother, you know, or sister that would tell me all this stuff that I wanted to know that I couldn't really find out from my parents, you know.
I met him at the Cypher through music, and you know, he's always been a positive aspect in the Cypher, and I appreciate that from him. You know, like we can really like converse on a real level and talk about music at depth. I feel like he's well needed in the game. Like every time he comes on his bike, he like lights up the Cypher. You know, he finds the Cypher everywhere it's at. That's where his energy is drawn, and you know, he's drawn to the positivity. He knows like what Oakland Mind is, I guess. That's why he brings his presence, and I guess he just loves Oakland.
I'm Stack-a-Lacka, all power to the people. Coming here in middle of December, beautiful Oakland. I met Chie, let's see, about probably last November, almost a little over a year ago. We kind of hit it off right away. Like we met at the Oakland Mind Cypher, and it's kind of like with Kung Fu when like you see people's styles and you either dig them or you don't. You know, it's like you can hear someone rap and you know whether you feel them or not, like a lot more than if you chilled with them for like months. So I remember the whole Cypher packed up and left, but me, Chie, and this other dude, Krishna, another member of the Mind, we kept rapping for like 2 hours over the instrumentals from this band across the street. But me and Chie vibe too, because we come from the underground. Like we come not even from the streets, but from the game. Whereas like it's all bigger than fucking rap with us, you know? It's like you ain't nothing if you don't got fucking respect on the streets.
They were kind of hustlers, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day. So my mom, she used to always sell fake sunglasses and stuff like that, you know, and this was at the Ashby Flea Market, so I would be there every weekend. You know, my best friends, they were like basically the kids of other people that were working there, so it's like I always grew up around that type of hustling mentality type thing.
We met on the streets, right, with IR feet up there at Rasputin, bro. Golly, that was at the very beginning. Chie and I were at the same Cypher, hosted by IR Feet. He's the one who really started the Cypher in the first place over here in the Bay Area, straight up. I remember back in the day when we first started, everybody had like a catchphrase almost, and his catchphrase was "Hell yeah," because he'll be dropping knowledge. He'll just be like, "Hell yeah," and we're like, "Yeah, bro." From my personal experience, I think he's about the spitting. He's about the game, and in the 90s they were dropping a lot of game, and music nowadays needs to drop the same amount of game, if not way more game, because we know way more game than the 90s. We should be spitting game.
Yeah, you know, I used to listen to a lot of soul music, you know, like 98.1, that's the station out here, so that type of stuff. So I think when I used to work with kids back in the day, my coworker, Dominic, you know, he put me on to older cats out here like Too Short and Richie Rich. You know, before then I didn't really know who these cats were. But it's like through those, you know, artists right there, it kind of gave me an introduction to like the underground scene of the hip hop game.
Like G-Funk?
Family, you right?
That's what you into.
And that's what I'm into, bro. I met Chie one day when I was walking home from summer school at Cal, and just walking home, got my headphones in, just like doing my thing, and then I hear, hey, I like turn around and I see my dude just like on the bike. We kind of just like became friends pretty quickly there, and we had common interests. Chie's like, you know, super talented freestyler, but like when we first met, he's like 6 months in the game, so you know, not as good as he is now, put it that way. And I was like, came out with like, he's like, what are you doing on your phone? I was like, oh, I'm writing shit down. He's like, what? You write shit down? So it was cool to get like ideas about freestyling, and then like kind of impart like the idea of like writing, which was, you know, I guess like where we kind of came to the eventual place of making beats together, because dude's like on point with like reading like books, like ordering shit from online that I had no idea about, like doing like proper compression, for instance, and like Ableton, stuff like that. So he'll do that, and then he'll come with a sample, drum beat, and then I like being able to take like my classical influence and just like find the key, put on a pad, and then like play some pretty fun chords, put a lead over it, and it makes like really unique, interesting music that neither of us would be able to create without the other.
I'm like a comet, I just vomit. When I see cats saving these hoes, do they got the motherfucking cake dog is waiting?
Me, I'm still trying to learn, you know what I'm saying, on the job training, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is really with doing this, but you know, I'm kind of off the radar, so I gotta set up the social media, and that's one, you know what I'm saying, I gotta manage this stuff, and definitely hit them with that street hustle, you know, that's like my specialty, so definitely print out the CDs and see what kind of reaction I get from people out here in these Oakland streets, you know what I'm saying, and man, really just keep performing and just keep the art form elevating and accelerating in the right direction out in these streets, man, and you know, take it one day at a time. Real, give me the mic, man, the truth, what I reveal. No need to steal, man, I used to be a damn crook, and now what I do, spit lyrics that's off the hook. Might read a book, man, try to take the knowledge in, but against all odds, man, I gotta win. I gotta win. On the real, it might go in, it might hit the rim, but man, this life is sin is getting in my brain a little too damn deep. Every day, man, it's hard for me to go to sleep, trying to reap what I sow, man, in these streets. But everybody's so focused, man, on these freaks between the sheets, kind of like the Isley brothers, but I feel like, man, I'm undercover. I'm out here kind of like Danny Glover, getting way too old, but under pressure, man, I never fold. This game is cold, man, I'm still on this lonely road. I swear, so much pressure, man, I'm about to explode. Man, which way should I go? Do y'all know? That's how I do it on the real. I try to spit the flow just to release some stress. I'm thinking, man, what's next? That's how I do it, kicking flows cats don't expect. I come correct every day, man, of the week. That's how I do it, like a phoenix rising to my peak.